What's good, y'all? This your boy Blak G 92. Now, for this evening, I'm going to do a reaction to this video titled Kentucky Fried Chicken host how Victoria Wilcher's family pulled a fast one. Is made by his YouTube channel True Crime Tea Time. And when I did click on it, I saw a little bit of it and I recognized who it was. It was, what's her called? Well, she goes by another name, Lovelyti. And oh boy, like I had no idea she looked that good back then. Cause I seen it was uploaded 8 years ago. I had no idea she looked that fine back then. Cause boy, I ain't gonna mention no more. I ain't gonna say no more. So shout out to Jacoby for giving me this video to react to. So I'm going to see before I even get started. There's a whole lot of craziness going on in hip hop recently, man. Shit, between Romeo and Master P going at it on social media, then you got Bow Wow talking crazy about JD. Like, what's going on? Hold up, let me plug this in. Damn, I forgot to plug up this damn. All right, this should work now. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, I've plugged in the speakers. I forgot to plug up the speakers, but yeah, what's going on with these kid rappers? Well, these former kid rappers, like, want to go after people that put them on. Like, that is insane. Now, the Romeo and Master P situation, that's some family stuff. So, like, I hopefully they get their little situation handled, because it's a whole lot. I say both of them are hurt, by the way. By just how I saw the Instagram posts I made, I could tell both of them are hurt. You know what I mean? So I feel like they should just handle it off of social media. The Bow Wow and JD, yeah, it's clear cut and day. Like, dude is being a bitch about it. So anyway, let's go ahead and see what this video looking like. About 3, 2, 1.
Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and I want to go ahead and shout out Edith Lowe. Edith Lowe and several people have been sending me this story. They want to know my opinion on it. So unless you've been living under a rock, I'm sure you guys have all heard now about the story about the girl from KFC. Her name was Victoria Wilcher. She was a 3-year-old child. She was disfigured by a pit bull attack. And supposedly, her grandmother took her to KFC, and the KFC employees came up to her and told her that her and her grandchild had to leave because her scars and the way she looked was scaring other customers. So the grandmother took to Facebook. She wrote this whole complaint. The media ended up contacting her, and the story went viral. And folks were donating money and everything else. And people were sending me the story. Kevin Duke sent me the story. VH1 Access. So many folks sent me this story. But if you guys go on my Facebook page, I never shared the story. I never spoke on the story. I never posted the story. Nor did I record a video on the story. Why? Because I knew in my heart of hearts this story was bullshit. Okay? And this is why I didn't do a video on it.
Hey, that's how you gotta do it. Because sometimes wherever you get a story, it may sound like some BS how he described it, how she described it on this video. Like, you just gotta wait till all the facts come out. You know what I mean? Because if you jump out the window, just start doing the campaign and just talk about whatever story you pick up, the first story you get. Sometimes, whenever the facts contradict what you may claim, it's gonna end up looking stupid. So, hey, that's smart of Lovelyti to do, and she still does this like type of action to this day with her main channel, Lovelyti TV, which I've gotten back to watching it after of not watching it for some time.
Every time I do a video saying I'm not buying something or you know, I don't buy this story, I get attacked, I get threatened, I get cussed out. Let's go back to last year, okay? Let's go back to Sharmika Moffatt. When she came out and she said that some KKK members, you know, beat her ass, and she said they poured some type of flammable solution on her and then lit her up, I called bullshit from day one. I was threatened by so many black folks. Oh, you're not shit, coon bitch. And she was really attacked by the KKK. You're full of shit for you know, questioning her story.
Damn.
A week later, it came out that the bride burnt herself up to make her boyfriend mad and to, you know, get attention from the world. Did anybody?
Man, how come? Damn, I had no. Why is it that women and that was described in this video always do that? Want to do crazy shit like that, like to get their boyfriend's attention? Really? Why not just leave the nigga alone, like, or just talking to him like a regular person? That don't make no sense. And for the attacks that Lovelyti received was definitely unwarranted. For calling the story for what it was, end up becoming like that was fucked up. You know what I mean? Lovelyti did not deserve all that backlash for just calling the story for what it was, which was nonsense and a fake hate crime.
To me, nope. Motherfuckers threatened to unsubscribe, cuss me out. I had to deal with all types of nasty emails. But then when it came out that she lied, no apologies, no I'm sorry for, sending you that nasty email and threatening you. None of that, right? So then after that, the whole situation came out with Tony, the Red Lobster girl, who claimed that somebody wrote "none nigger" on her receipt and folks were donating money. And again, I said I'm not buying her story. I'm not really feeding into this. I don't believe this. And then especially once the customer came out and said that he didn't write that, and then all of a sudden Tony was so quick to say, well, fine, maybe he didn't write it. Well, bitch, you told the world that he wrote it. Now you're trying to backtrack now. But even then, folks were going off on me. How you know he didn't write it? Now it's been proven through, he went and got a person to check out his handwriting, lie detector tests, and everything else. It's been proven that Tony and her co-workers lied. Then we had the gay woman who came out talking about somebody wrote, they don't want a lesbian waitress and all this other bullshit. I said it on Facebook. It's funny how nobody can just, go to a restaurant anymore and just tip normally. Folks are writing whole books on receipts and shit, basically calling it out that the story was fake. And once again, after people ran and donated to the gay waitress, it came out that the gay waitress lied for attention and the story was fake, okay? And then after that, we had the big fat bitch in Home Depot who decided to glue her ass to the toilet seat.
What the fuck?
In my opinion, and in that video,
why would someone glue themselves to a damn toilet seat? That is insane. There's some crazy ass motherfuckers out here, but I'm already aware that people be doing pulling fake hate crimes and such like that just to get some attention, because ain't enough of it going on. It's like, oh, someone call me this, call me that, whatever, and so they get some extra money out of it. They don't want to work for it, so it's a whole monopoly of people just doing fake hate crimes for some attention and money. Hell, they don't even get paid for it. They just get attention.
Wasn't buying it. Something's not right. I don't understand. If it's super glue, it usually dries fairly quickly. And for it to really, stick to her, I wasn't buying it. Then it came out a week later that this was all a hoax. The bitch wanted some money. She wanted to sue Home Depot and everything else. So TT is to the point now where I get tired of all these stories that go viral and they pull at people's heartstrings. And I just don't feed into them anymore. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? Certain stories, yes, but unless there's definite proof, police reports and everything else, I'm not about to just donate my money to just any damn cause. And it seems like too many folks do that. And this whole situation is just really, really disturbing how this family got over. I'm going to go ahead and play you guys a news clip now that the whole hoax has been exposed. And
I want to see this.
The rest of my conversation.
This morning, KFC says there's no proof a Mississippi family was asked to leave one of its restaurants because of a little girl's injuries upset other customers. The family is standing by its story. Michelle Miller is here with new information on the case that sparked an emotional response all around the country.
I bet it did.
Good morning. 3-year-old Victoria Wilcher captured America's hearts
fraud.
earlier this month when her family claimed they were turned away at KFC because of the scars on the little girl's face. Victoria lost an eye and suffered severe injuries in a pit bull attack. Well, after reports of the incident at KFC surfaced, she received more than $130,000 in donations, including a $30,000 pledge from KFC. Victoria Wilcher's story drew national attention after her family took to Facebook accusing KFC of wrongdoing and then shared what happened with the media.
The lady came over and she said if that we'd have to leave, we were disturbing her other customers, but Victoria's face was disturbing other customers.
But Monday, the Laurel Leader called newspaper.
Yeah, even hearing what she said, it don't even sound believable, because I'm quite sure that KFC, that Pacific KFC, and most of these other restaurants, KFC, churches, and Popeyes, they serve all type of customers. They don't really turn people away because of how they look. Like, the fuck? That don't even sound right. You know what I mean? That's like some shit from a movie or whatever.
Dropped a bombshell, claiming it never happened.
The more and more I read, the more and more it just didn't add up.
Reporter Sean Murphy broke the story.
They said that just what didn't happen, that nobody who matched the description were there on the date that they said they were.
In the days after Victoria's story went public, supporters came to her aid, donating more than $130,000. But after Monday's article, the backlash began. Victoria's aunt fired back on Facebook, saying, "I promise it's not a hoax. I never thought any of this would blow up the way it has."
That was a whole
Tuesday
hoax.
Afternoon, the
Take that L.
Facebook page was taken down, as was the
Rightfully so.
fundraising page that brought in donations. Kentucky Fried Chicken and Hannon's Food Service, which operates the restaurant in question, says they looked into the incident internally, then hired a third party to conduct an independent investigation. After looking through hundreds of hours of surveillance footage, they claim there was no evidence that Victoria and her grandmother were asked to leave any KFC in the area. The fast food chain now says the investigation is closed, though they will honor their $30,000 commitment to Victoria, which will go to her medical bills.
Rightfully so.
An attorney for Victoria's family told a Jackson, Mississippi paper that he was disappointed at the attacks made at Victoria and her family since KFC revealed the incident may have been a hoax. He said her grandmother maintains her story, but stopped short of saying it was true.
So you guys just watched the news clip. Now, what I find really
Damn, like that's crazy. They did that. KFC had to do an investigation, make sure that it was investigate the story just to clear their name as such. Yeah, that just shows the world we living in. And this came out, like I said, 8 years ago. That is insane. Like it just shows shows like how folks gotta just outright prove that it's like something is false. You know what I mean? That's crazy, because people just take things for face value, not really do their due diligence and wait for all the facts to come out, and they'll just donate money to a motherfucker like that. The Wilchers, yeah, they look like there's some trailer park trash or whatever. So they was just looking for some bread instead of just getting the money from honest work. They want to just make up some fake ass story just to get people to feel bad for them.
About this situation, y'all may not like what I'm about to say, but I feel like the police need to investigate that this poor child is not being abused, okay? First of all, she is 3 years old. I always question who the hell would have a 3-year-old in an area with multiple pit bulls, first of all. And y'all can miss with all, pit bulls are not dangerous, they're friendly dogs. It wasn't like she was around one pit bull. She was around several pit bulls. How do we know that this family didn't plan this from jump? How do we know that the grandfather or somebody didn't say, sick 'em? How do we know? It's not like this child is 8 or 9 and can, comprehend what sick 'em means or can comprehend what happened. She's 3 years old.
Yeah.
For all we know, they could have had the people attack this child and then spin the whole KFC story. I'm just not buying this. The whole situation does not sit well with me, and I think that there needs to be a further investigation, and I'm very disappointed that KFC would still give this family money after they walked out with $130,000 from donations. They've since closed down the Facebook page. They closed down the funding page.
I just low-key forgot that in that little news clip that KFC wants to still donate money to the family, whatever. They should have never done that. You know what I mean? Because like, for real, because they had the whole public fooled. Like, they don't need no extra money. They already got their money from pulling this, like, hoax, whatever. They should have, like, fuck y'all, we keeping our money. For real.
Media wants to shame the people on the internet for sending threats. The people on the internet are not mad at the little girl. Let's be honest here. The little girl was hurt. The little girl was, attacked. Those scars are not fake on that little girl's face. So the internet is not knocking or attacking the little girl. The internet is knocking her grandmother and her family members who made up this hoax using this little girl's disfigurement to get paid. That's what folks are mad at. And I think for KFC to sit there and still pay the medical bills is bullshit. That money that the internet donated to her, we're not going to get that back. Well, not me, because I didn't donate shit. But you guys who donated are not going to get that money back.
Nope.
So y'all might as well just chalk that up as a loss, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let them keep that money.
Yep, let them keep that.
What you guys need to do is not give them that money. That $30,000 should be split between your employees who have been dealing with death threats from the time the story broke. The KFC employees in Mississippi at several locations, because the grandmother didn't even know which location it took place at. The initial location that she picked had been closed down for several years, but nobody, figured that out. It was internet people who were looking at that like, well, that don't make no sense. That KFC don't even exist. It's being closed down. And when she was caught out in that location, then she found another location. As if they can't go to the cameras and see, were you there May, whatever date that you claimed that you were there. I think that KFC needs to give that $30,000 to all those employees at their store who were threatened with death threats.
Facts.
Over something that they did not do.
Right.
This is why I say we have to be careful before we get so emotionally invested in certain stories, because you have a lot of opportunists out here. You have a lot of people trying to get free money. You have a lot of folks who are out here trying to just come up on whatever they can, be it a disfigurement, be it, some type of tragedy. You have a lot of crazy folks out here, and we need to stop just sending our money to any cause. This woman was able to raise $135,000 in less than a few days for this girl. On top of that, a doctor volunteered to fix little girl's, scars and do her surgery for free of charge. So her surgery is going to be taken care of for free. The family's going to walk away with a cool $135,000, and then on top of that, KFC is still willing to give her money, even though the surgeon is willing to do it for free. That to me is just insane. It's bullshit. I said I feel like the police need to investigate this family, because if they can put together this election.
Oh yeah, hopefully they did, because I mean, if they was willing to just pull this fake story out the window, what else you thought they was up to? They probably sick the dog on that little girl to get attacked with and get some free money, like I said before, which I'm probably sure they done spent it on bullshit. Probably spent it on beer, kegs of beer or whatever. Oh, boy. It's just saying the levels that people will go to just to like get some free publicity and money. That's just insane. And it don't stop from just regular folks like them, like the Wilchers. It is famous people that be pulling these type of stunts as well for extra attention. And that's a whole nother topic. That's probably going to be a whole nother discussion, but I'm going to finish watching this video.
Hoax, make all this money off of this little girl's pain and suffering. Who's to say that they didn't have those dogs purposely attack her? Folks are crazy, and I don't put nothing past nobody nowadays. Too many attention whores out here for my life.
Yes,
so anyway,
way too many.
Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation. How do you feel about this story becoming a hoax? How do you feel about all these stories over the past few years that I've covered that have turned out to be hoaxes? And then how do you feel about the fact that I was right all along? I didn't speak on it. I didn't say anything. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew if I would have spoke on this story, I would have been attacked. I would have got nasty emails. You know what I'm saying? But again, like I always say, we need to be very vigilant before we just jump on anything, before we jump on any bandwagon, before you donate your hard-earned money to a cause that may be fraudulent. Always do your research. Always get the full extent of the story before you just jump on it, because the media doesn't do research anymore.
Nope.
The media is just looking for a hot viral story that will pull in views. They're not doing their research anymore, and that's the part that's horrible. This couldn't have happened a few years ago because the media would have been on it. They would have been talking to the KFC manager. They would have been having them pull videotape and everything else. The media, they just put stories out there first, and then they ask questions later.
Yep.
And this whole situation proves that. So anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. All right. Deuces.
Hey, she delivered that story and broke it down how the best way she does, man. And like I said before, I have watched her like main channel Lovelyti, which is now Lovelyti TV, but went under the name Lovelyti 2002, like some years ago. And like, yeah, she definitely does her due diligence as far as waiting for all the facts to come out, or even do full breakdowns where she gets all the facts, all the screenshots, all the receipts, everything from like a news story that breaks out. So yeah, she definitely is one of the real ones when it comes to these type of news stories. And the fact this came out 8 years ago lets you know that whole thing of people coming up with all type of hoaxes just to get licked, like the audience's sympathy for some extra money, or say attention that probably were lacking prior to making up these fake stories. It just shows that this is like an ongoing trend, and it's kept on getting worse. Let me see. 2014. Yeah, 8 years later, people still come up with fake ass stories. That's insane. Let me see. I believe the family should be made to pay back any traceable donation agree that KFC should have gotten. Given the $30,000 to the employees to split on thing, I would keep the same as the little girl getting a reconstructive surgery for free. That in itself is a tremendous gift, and at least it would benefit not a crooked family. Facts. Hopefully that all that has happened. Because like I said, well, hopefully all that has happened. Hopefully, but man. This was a dope video. I appreciate everybody for whoever sent me this reaction for Jacoby for sending me this video to react to. If you want me to react to more of these true crime, tea time videos, or any of these sort of like videos discussing true crime or may have you, or whatever videos you may think of, be sure to post them in the comment section below. And if it's your first time watching this reaction video, be sure to hit that like button, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button as well. And hit up my social media accounts. We post in the description box below. And if you're able to, hit up that donation link to my Cash App so you can support your boy with his channel. This your boy Blak G 92, about to sign off. Holla at your boy.